Hey everybody, welcome to Apex Syndicates and Cryptopia. Hope you guys are doing well. The markets have definitely improved from yesterday. Thank God I woke up today and I was like, hey, there's a good silver lining. Markets are looking good. I'm happy. So yeah, I've just kind of spent the morning with my family doing some stuff with the kids, went to the river, went swimming, had some fun. I was like, you know what? Let's come up here and jump on a live stream. Let's talk about BNBPEPE. Let's talk about some other coins. If anybody has any questions on any tokens, want me to look at some charts, happy to do that. So feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'll just be here rambling on, talking to myself like a crazy person. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing great. And yeah, with no further ado, let's dig into the BNBPEPE chart. So yes, right now, let's take a quick ganda right here. It's holding up really well. Like I said, it has actually, I think, done really well. I mean, it came from 888K, had a nice little dip, and it's already back up to 1.19 million, almost 1.2 million. Absolutely fantastic. Like I said, if you take a look at this chart, you're not going to find a healthier chart in the meme space right now, especially in these market conditions. You're hard pressed to find anything better looking than this chart. And like I said, I absolutely love the fact how they're posting. It's just, I love it. I mean, they're constantly posting. They're making like 5, 6, 7 posts a day. I love this Christmas one. It's just fantastic. It is like non-stop action. And this is what it really takes. Okay. It's not like 1 post a day or 2 posts a day. It's 5, 6, 7 posts a day. It's engagement. Great. I mean, they're constantly rating. It is what needs to happen to make a meme coin go parabolic. And like I said, it's not hard. It's getting noticed. It is starting to get noticed on the Binance Smart Chain. So I've also heard some rumors that this might be getting listed on an exchange. I don't know what exchange. I really don't. I just heard some rumors that there is an exchange listing coming. Okay. That's going to get this some great exposure and also going to do really well for the price action. So just like I said, not financial advice to everybody, but do your own research, do your own due diligence. Just telling you what I see, feel, think, and what I'm personally investing in. And I'm telling you, BNBPEPE has moon written all over it. And like I said, I don't know what exchange is talking to them, but I just have heard through the grapevine that there is a possibility of an exchange listing. So that's pretty bullish. I mean, even if it's a small little exchange or a crappy exchange, it's still validation, right? And it's a stepping stone. So once one happens, there's going to be more and more that follow. So just something to think about. So if you want to get a position, now might be a really good time. So like I said, not financial advice, but my crystal ball says Pepe moon soon. Well, anyways, let's take a quick look over here. I wanted to take, where was it? Give me a second. So look at this. Very, very promising. I'm very happy. So we're on the 2nd of December, I think today. Bitcoin has completely redeemed itself from yesterday's nasty freaking crash. I think yesterday it was down like 7.5% on the 7-day average, and today we're up 5.3%. We're back to 91,000 and some change. It is moving in the right direction. Ethereum is almost up to 3,000, up 2.6%. BNB moving in the right direction as well, because when BNB moves, BNBPEPE is going to move, right? So right now, BNB is up 2.6% on the 7-day, up 7% in the 24 hours. So this is bullish right here. We need to just keep that trend, keep that upward trajectory, because that is what's going to drive the buy pressure for BNBPEPE. And trust me, it will get noticed. In my personal opinion. All right. Let's see if there's anything else interesting. Let me see if there's any questions in the chat. Hey, let's see here. Kevin, BNBPEPE is a gem. I agree with you. I definitely, what's this one? Hey, hold on, right here. Boom. There you go. Kevin, BNBPEPE is a gem. I totally agree with you. And what else? That is all for now. The CA. Yes. the contract address for BNBPEPE, you will find in some of my other videos. And also Kevin was so kind to just post the contract address right here. Let me actually just get the DEX screener link and I will share it with you right now. Hold on a second. Boom. Ba-boom. There you go. That's the DEX screener link. You can get your information right there. But trust me, take a look at it. It's a good project. I think this one has a lot of potential. So anybody have any questions on any coins? Anything you want me to look at? Otherwise, I'm just going to go through some of my, let me go over here to, give me a second. Let me go to CoinGecko and let's look at, give me a second. Trying to find, I want to see how Monad is doing. There we go. Here we go. So Monad, new kid on the block. You know, it's been doing, it just launched. A lot of people have been talking some crap about it. But I'm going to tell you, ramping up 25% in the last 24 hours in these market conditions, not bad. Not bad. Monad is a layer 1 blockchain that is US regulated. Okay. A lot of people like that, and some of the OGs in crypto don't like that. You're going to hear quite a few other KOLs and YouTubers kind of talking shit about Monad and and it's a sellout and it's this and that it's just a, you know, VC baby and this and that and there's so. But I'm going to just say this: Monad was the only token to ever launch on Coinbase and have a US public sale offering. Okay, this is big. The reason that is big, let me just go over here to their website, is that it is US regulated. The reason that there's not really any other layer 1 blockchains that I can think of that are US regulated, that, you know, had a US public sale, that in crypto, US crypto investors could invest in. What does this mean? For me, like I said, there's a lot of layer 1s out there. There's a lot of layer 1 blockchains out there, all doing similar things. Some better, some worse, some lower transaction fees, some higher transaction fees. But at the end of the day, they kind of all do the same thing. I might get some shit for that, but at the end of the day, it's like cheese, you know, cheese is cheese. Some is a little bit better than others, but it's still cheese. They all have their stinky parts. But Monad, being US regulated, basically being having a US registered kind of company, where would you go if you were a tech company, Amazon, you know, or Google, or I don't know, whatever, just Netflix, you know, I'm just any type of, you know, Web 2 business, and you wanted to start offering, you know, crypto payments, you wanted to create your own type of token, you wanted to get on the blockchain, are you going to go through a non-US regulated layer 1 blockchain, or are you going to use the blockchain that is US compliant? I mean, I'm going to say if I'm a US based company, I'm probably going to use the blockchain that's US compliant because I don't want any issues and problems and headaches and down the road. So this is why I think Monad is going to do really well. I mean, so, you know, right now it's what is it? What's the market cap right now? So right now it's a $334 million market cap. I think Monad will easily, it might not happen this cycle, but I can see Monad in, you know, the next 4 years becoming a top 10, top 20 crypto project, just for the reasons I just stated, right? So definitely something to keep your eye on. I think there's definitely some serious X's that could be made here. You know, do your own research, do your own due diligence. But for me, you know, I'm going to go back over here to the website. 10,000 transactions per second. They have over 2,200 validators, EVM compatible. It's a winner. You know, it really is. And like I said, there's big money behind it. There is big hedge funds behind it. And a lot of people frown upon that, but that just means they have deep pockets. That means that they can build. That means they can develop. That means they can market. That means that they can do all of the things that other chains on a shoestring budget can't. Yes, maybe it's, and they have a incredibly bold and strong, vibrant, passionate community behind them. It's insane when you go over to their X. Let me see if I can actually find let me go to their X. Here we go. Let me see here. So 1.3 million followers on X. 1.3 million. Let that sink in. The engagements that they're getting is just insane. So I'd highly recommend you come check it out. They've got some really great information over here. They got some great spaces. They've got some great videos. There's some great interviews. Just check it out. See if you see what I see. But I think that Monad has a lot of potential. So, and Jesus, look at that lineup for exchanges. That's pretty impressive, I got to say. And they only launched like a week ago, something like that. So that's, in my opinion, quite impressive. So take it with a grain of salt. Let me see if we got any questions, and I'll bounce back over here in a second. Let's see here. Hey, we do have a few. Vamos. All right. Yes, vamos. PM. BNBPEPE. Yes, Roger. BNBPEPE. BNBPEPE. BNBPEPE to the moon. I agree. Mo Money. BNBPEPE is the next big meme. I agree. Mo Money. I can't argue with you on that. I really, really can't. I want to go over and we're going to show some of the standard stuff in a minute. We're going to see where it's ranked. We're going to see where it's at in just a few minutes. But I wanted to show you guys, since I was talking about Monad, I wanted to show you guys Atlantis again, in case you guys are watching and you don't know what Atlantis is. Atlantis, it is a fully functional operational. It's a decentralized exchange on the Monad network. Okay, you can use it right now. It is 100% live and ready to go. Their token has not launched yet, but it will be. Okay, keep an eye on Atlantis. Atlantis probably is going to be launching, I would say, sometime most likely before Christmas. Most likely, not guaranteed. They want to basically build some traction. They're really trying to get the user base from the Monad network coming and using it before they launch the token. But this thing is going to be a mammoth. It's a V4 DEX, okay? And what does a V4 DEX? Well, basically, I mean, in layman's terms, just as a really quick way of describing it, it's going to go out and it's get you the best price possible on your swaps, okay? Like it's going to look across all the different possibilities and different variables, and it's going to get you the absolute best price, fastest transaction on your swap, okay? Does a lot of other things too. I'm simplifying that and dumbing it way down, but that's kind of what a V4 does, along with a lot of other things. Atlantis is a fiat on and off ramp. That means you can onboard into crypto or take your crypto and sell it into fiat, all through a decentralized exchange. Now, that's pretty impressive. That's really nice. This is going to be very handy. DeFi, okay? Farming and staking, incredible. And they're going to have some incredible staking rewards. Even right now, there was some staking on USDC for something that was like 1,200%. It was insane. It was, I don't know, it was just massive. They also have leverage trading, perps and leverage trading. That is leverage trading at 100x. You're hard pressed to find that on even any centralized exchanges, but 100x leverage trading. Let that sink in. Insane. And this is going to be cross-chain, and it's going to work with everything, from my understanding. Launchpad, cross-chain swaps. This here is absolutely amazing. You can swap from any chain to any chain. Limit orders on a decentralized exchange. What does that mean? It means you can have your tokens, your keys in your wallet and set limit orders. This is awesome. So this does what you want to do on a centralized exchange. You can now do it from the comfort of your decentralized wallet, limit orders. So that is going to be able to set a buy or set a sell at a certain price, and you can make those trades while you're sleeping in bed. So this is very, very nice. And then, of course, the standard swaps, like I said, V4 swap, which is going to get you your best price. So when Atlantis launches, it's going to be launching at roughly a $920,000 market cap, from my understanding. Let's just call it $1 million market cap. Where will this go? I think as Monad grows, this is going to go parabolic, and Atlantis would definitely fly. I think $100 million is not out of the realm of possibility for Atlantis as a decentralized exchange. I think that will happen sometime late Q1. I really do. I believe that. I'm not just saying that. I'm not being a moon boy. There's no reason that a decentralized exchange on a network like Monad can't get to $100 million. Look at other decentralized exchanges. That's just the reality. Let me come over here. I just want to see if I can. CoinGecko. Come here, CoinGecko. Categories. Give me a second. I'm just going to find it before I switch the screen. Oh, here. So we're over here. Just got to look for DEXs. Decentralized finance. Decentralized exchanges, DEXs. There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. So look at this. Crazy market caps. I mean, it's not going to overtake Hyperliquid. I mean, that's $8 million market cap. Insane. Then you got Uniswap, which I think sucks balls, in my personal opinion. Pancake Swap from the Binance Smart Chain also sucks majorly. 800 million. Jupiter on Solana, and I think Jupiter also sucks. 700 million. You start scrolling down here, right? Radium also sucks. 300 million. You just sushi swap, almost $100 million. I really think we can see Atlantis getting up here into this area, competing with these guys. Okay. It's a V4, and it's going to basically, it's going to be cross-chain eventually, and it's just going to compete with all of these guys. In my personal opinion, not financial advice. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, because you start looking down here, and there's just, this is all crap. I mean, even Trader Joe's a $29 million market cap. Come on, guys. Dodo. I mean, it's just crazy, and it's going to be launching at $1 million market cap. So that's why I'm saying there's a lot of room for parabolic action to move up in the ranks as a decentralized DEX. So keep that in the back of your heads, everybody. So just something to think about. Keep Atlantis on your radar. Let's see here. Thank you for the info. Thank you. Hi, Chris. There you go. I appreciate the comment. Guys, leave some likes, some thumbs ups. That really does help the channel. It really, really does. Helps the channel grow, helps the algorithm. Gets us more followers, more subscribers, more viewers, and it just creates a better, stronger community. And if you happen to be watching this from Cryptopia, thank you. And I know I've kind of left you absent for some time, almost a year. I really wasn't making content over there. I was working on focusing on growing Apex syndicates, and I have just recently kind of wanted to rekindle the flames in Cryptopia. I wanted to bring it back to life from the ashes and engage with that community. And I want you all, if you're from Cryptopia, if you're watching this, to go over and like Apex Syndicates. Follow us on Apex Syndicates. This is where I'm going to be focusing more on the low cap, high risk, meme coins and all of that kind of fun stuff. Maybe finding some pre-sales, maybe getting into, on the ground floor. So for some good projects here and there. So that's kind of what Apex Syndicates is going to be about. And Cryptopia is going to be more like, occasionally I want to bring it back to life. It's going to be a little bit more informative, a little more news, maybe talking about what's going on in the markets, maybe interviews with people, CEOs, projects, things like that. That's where I really want to take the Cryptopia channel. I want to basically revive it, and that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. So yeah, BNBPEPE, guys, going to jump back over here to my love, the love of my life on the Binance Smart Chain network here is BNBPEPE. It really is nice. I love this banner, by the way. I love that. Counting the cash. It's fucking awesome. It's awesome. So let's see here. I want to, let me see something. Dex Screener. So I want to see BSC. So where is BNBPEPE at today? BNBPEPE, look at this. Ranked number 14. 36K in volume. $1.1 million market cap. Look, you know, you scroll on up here, and like I say, there's no competition above it. This stuff is dog poop. Okay, that's all I can say. Dog poop. What is this dark doge? Sorry here. Sorry about this, guys. So this creep is crap. Creep is crap, in my opinion. 716K in volume at a $24 million market cap. It's insane. This $29 million market cap with $1.1 million in volume. It doesn't even have a website. No website. Let that sink in. Their X is horrendous, and there's just really nothing above BNBPEPE. I'm telling you. What is this thing right here? This thing has got 900K in volume today, and it's sitting on a 800K market cap. Yeah, interesting. But what I'm most excited about for like this 4 and the creep is their token holder count. All right, it's massive. 32,000 holders. Like, that's just insane. Insane. And look at this. No website. Okay? No website. Just a Telegram and an X. Nada. Let that sink in. It's just beyond silly. Like, I just don't get it. I really, really don't. I'm going to go over here. Anyways, let's go over here and look at creep. Same thing. Absolutely poop. And they have 71,000 holders. How's that even possible? I don't know. And they at least do have a website, and it's quite blah. Sorry about that. Let's just take a quick look at Creep's X and see what they've been posting. Ooh, a chart. Nice. Makes me want to buy. A banner. Nice. Ooh, another chart. Nice. And their last real image was for Thanksgiving. The 27th of November was the last time they actually did it in any type of an image. They actually tried. I don't know. All I say is that BNBPEPE is 10,000 times better than Creep. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. What I want to also do, I want to show you guys the market cap, okay, of all of the BNB tokens, okay, where everything is located. So there really isn't nothing. There's no competition. Like I said, I bring this up in my other videos because I find it amazing. BNBPEPE is ranked 77th out of all Binance Smart Chain tokens. Could you imagine being ranked 77th token on, Ethereum or even Solana out of by market cap? So this is why I'm saying it's so easy for BNBPEPE to get noticed. The markets need to pick up. BNBPEPE needs to start to pump. Okay, that's the key. To engage all of these people. And when they see BNBPEPE trending, okay, and making moves that is when you're going to see all of these other people, all these other investors from all of these other projects jumping into BNBPEPE, because they're going to say this is a better project. This is a better token. This is a better investment than Creep or Four or anything like that. So those are just my personal thoughts, everybody. That's what I think. That's what I feel. That's what I'm doing. I want to be honest with you. I got in early. We made this call at $150,000 market cap back over here. And it's just been on a beautiful upwards trajectory. I want to be 100% honest. I have not sold one token, not one. I believe in this project. And every time there was a dip, I bought some here because I was like, hey, good entry. I bought some here. That was a good entry. I have just been loading up. I feel this is for me a project that will easily get to 40, $50 million. There's no way that this can't pass Creep and Four and all of those other guys on the Binance Smart Chain Network. It has to. It has to. So for me, I know everything is high risk, high reward. It's a meme coin. Like I said, it's not curing cancer. But what's the difference? Like, if you look at what's on the Binance Smart Chain, and you're looking for a place to invest in a meme, what are you going to pick? The one that's posting 5, 6, 7 times a day, that has great art, that has a great community, that's fun, that's engaging, that's actually working and actually doing something, right? And the token holder count is growing. Look at this, 555 people, okay? This is very important to keep track. The other day, it was only 400 and something. This is what I'm saying. This is so important that this token holder count is continuously growing. That means it's new blood, new life, new people coming in, helping to create a stronger, more stable floor. These are the people that are buying up the dips, right? They're keeping an eye on it. They buy the dips. So this is amazing to see this token holder count growing. Okay, this is important. And one of the big reasons I think that it's growing is that the market cap has changed. This was reading the other day. I think in my other video I explained it. It was right over here. It was reading at like a $3.4 million market cap or something. And the reason is that this wasn't taking into consideration the locked tokens. Okay, so if you go over here to here, you can see right here that BNBPEPE has 200 million locked tokens right here. 66.66% of the total supply is locked for 10 years. LP is also locked for 10 years, a decade. That's no stress right there. There's only 100 million circulating tokens. Well, this is why the market cap wasn't showing, because it was showing that it was fully diluted, that all the tokens were out. And this is what was making the market cap look a little wonky. Well, when we got listed on CoinGecko, when BNBPEPE was listed over there, it took some of the metadata from that and it updated Dex Screener and Dex Tool, and it corrected and it dropped the market cap. It dropped it from 3.2 million to $1.1 million market cap. Now, I was a little freaked out when that happened. I was like, oh my God, what happened? I thought there was a huge sell-off, and I was looking at the chart and I'm like, there's no sells. What's going on? What the hell? And so, yeah, it was really nice when I figured out that the token value in my wallet was still the same. Everything was good. It's just that the metadata had updated and showing the proper market cap because of the locked tokens. So I could actually roll back over and go to sleep. Let me see if anybody's asked any questions over here while I take a drink of my nice yummy drink here. Let's see. Good stuff. Let's see. My Chris, you're very welcome for the info. I'm happy to share it with you. I hope you're doing well. I feel a lot better that the markets are improving. So thank you for watching. Like I said, give me some likes, some thumbs up, some subscribe. Follow me on X. It costs you nothing, and it's a great community over there. What is this? Let's see. Batable. Yeah, it's Creep is like a fresh disaster. It is. It's crap. Publix, John, and other commons community. Thank you for the support, Petable. Appreciate that. Robbie, so I got into we caught into it at 160K market cap. We're up about 16x from our call in the Patreon group. So like I said, if you want to get in early on these calls, check out our Patreon. Link is in the description below. It's a great community. And, we try to make at least one, maybe 2 calls a month. Depends on the market conditions. If the market can handle it, maybe 2 or 3 good calls. But right now in these market conditions, let's say 1 call a month or so, just to really hone in on one good project and, see it through. And I think that BNBPEPE is that one. I mean, so I think even getting in right now at $1 million market cap, in my opinion, is a good entry. I think it's going to do incredibly well. Like I said, I haven't sold any tokens. I got in, I put out the buy alert. I bought and put out the buy alert. And I believe that BNBPEPE still has many X's to go, in my personal opinions. Do you think BTC will go above 100K in 2025? Don't know. I would like to say yes. And like I said, yesterday I talked about this. Here's my thesis on BTC, on crypto as a whole. Like I said, I talked about this briefly. I get hate from this sometimes. I don't think the bull run. I don't think there's ever going to be any more bull runs like what we've seen in the past. That you could just time your watch by it and be like, there's the halving, this is what's happening, and it's just cut and dry. That's how the 4-year cycle works. Those times are done. It's like I said, the S&P 500, does it have a cycle that you can set your watch by? Or do the actual markets, the stock market and the normal mutual funds and things like this, do they move when people want them to move? When BlackRock and the governments and all of this stuff and they cut interest rates and all of this stuff, that's when markets move. And unfortunately, crypto used to be its own independent things, and it was something by the people for the people, and it still is that on some levels. But there's ETFs. The big money is playing in our pond now. BlackRock and big governments and legislation and everything it is that they're doing, they can pump crypto in a snap of a finger. They don't care what a chart says. They're not sitting there going, oh, these 2 lines crossed and it's under the 30-day moving average. Bull run's over. We'll play this game again next year. We'll play this, in 4 more years. We'll play this game again. Do you think that's what BlackRock is saying? Do you think that the money that from the big hedge funds that are playing with the ETFs and doing leverage trading, they're suppressing this right now? They're making crypto look like shit because they want to shake everybody out. They want everybody to think that the bull run is completely over, that crypto's done, sell everything at a loss, say la vie, move on. And guess what? Q1 2026, when they cut interest rates again, and I think they're going to cut interest rates in December. So I think when they cut these interest rates again in December, there is a chance that Bitcoin can go back over 100. And I think in Q1, when they cut interest rates again, once they get rid of Powell and they put in the new douchebag, I think that he's going to massively cut interest rates for Trump. And I think that you're going to see Bitcoin go freaking parabolic. I think you're going to see it. I personally still think we're going to see 150K Bitcoin. Call me crazy. That's what I think. A lot of people say that's never going to happen, John. Bull run's over. Look at the charts. It's trading under the 30-day moving average. Oh my God. And I just laugh and I just say, look, These fuckers with the money and the push of a button, bull run is back on. They can just pump it when they want to pump it. So are they shaking everybody out? I don't know. That's my thought process. That's my hypothesis on crypto. I'm not a chart guy. I'm not a I'm not a big technical analysis guy, but I'm a person that's good at reading people. I'm a person who's good at just looking at the big picture and saying, hey, I think that's what's going on. You know what I mean? Like it was the same during, COVID, all this stuff. Everybody else was freaking out. I'm like, look, guys, this is what's going on. It's easy to, if you step away from a problem and you look at it and you're just like, hey, this is what's happening. And I think that's what's happening in crypto right now. Like I said, I don't know. Time will tell. This is crypto. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody can tell the future. But in my personal opinion, we're going to see some massively big pumps in Q1 2026. So I haven't really sold. I mean, I've liquidated out of some of my stuff. I've got probably 50% of my portfolio. I have my long-term coins, that stuff that I'm holding, my Supra, my ADA. I've got some long-term plays that I'm just sitting on, holding for the long time. That's my 5-10 year investments, right? I'm not selling those. I just DCA in if I have a little extra cash on the side. If I see a dip, I buy into it. And that's my long-term investment. I don't care if it goes up. I don't care if it goes down. I forget about it. That's just sitting there. It's my nest egg. It's my retirement fund. It's kids' college fund. It's whatever. I'm not selling that. I have liquidated out of some things. And then I have my money that I'm playing with and I'm using. I'm in projects like BNBPEPE. I'm in a lot of different plays like that. Okay. So, and I am waiting to kind of see when to throw that other chunk of money back into things. I have a lot of, limit orders set for tokens at a very low price with the money I do have on the side. So if there's any of these flash cashes, like when we saw that $19 billion liquidation in one day, and everything went, it just fell off a cliff. Like that stuff can happen like that because they're trying to shake people out. So I have limit orders set to pick up stuff really cheap. And if they get filled, fantastic, because that's an easy 1 or 2x in a week. So if I put in 20K in something, all of a sudden, I turn 20K into 60K, like, hey, I'm not going to complain about that. And that can happen like that. So look for those opportunities, right? That's the best advice I can give you. Look for opportunities. There's always opportunities. Whether the market's up, there's opportunities. Whether the market's down, there are opportunities. You just have to adapt to what's going on in the space. That's it. You can't control anything that's going on around you. I have so many people and friends I know, they're like, I don't know what to do. And everything's fucked. We can't control that. We can't control what's going on around us. I can't control my wife. I can't control my dogs from barking. I can't control if Bitcoin crashes and the powers that be are manipulating the markets and shaking everybody. I can't control that. But what I can control is how I react to that. What I can control is look for opportunities, because I don't care what's going on in the world. There's always an opportunity. Like I said, if the markets are up, there's opportunities. If the markets are down, there are opportunities. There are always opportunities if you have the mindset to say, let's look for the opportunities. They are out there. Like I just said, wait for those flash crashes. Buy something really low. Wait for it to retrace. And now, man, you just made 50, 60, 75%. I mean, like I said, I just showed you, Monad. It's up. What was it? It's up 20. Where was it? Right here. I just showed you Monad. It's up 25% in the last 24 hours. It crashed like a mofo yesterday. That's an opportunity. You see a project like this absolutely take a shit, fall off a cliff, buy some, because the chances are it's going to rebound pretty quick. It's a brand new project. They've got lots of gunpowder on the side. They want to pump their charts up. They don't want it to look bad. So it was probably the team and the VCs behind it buying the supply right back up just so the chart looks nice. So I mean, imagine, you put in, I don't know, you put in $100,000, you would have made $25,000 in the last 24 hours. I know that's a big number. I'm not saying you have to do that, but You can scale it down or scale it up. That is an opportunity. So in down markets, it's easy to find these things that you can kind of not manipulate, but take advantage of, right? So that's up to you. Are you going to focus on the negative? Are you going to focus on the, you either focus on the good, you focus on the opportunities, or you focus on the negative, going, oh my God, the world is crumbling around me. That is up to you. That's on you, how you see the world, how you think about it. And yeah, that's it. I do a lot of meditation. I do a lot of, I've been to a lot of like Joe Dispenza type retreats. I go and I do, hours of meditation, and I just reflect inward. And I know the only thing that I can control as a human being is myself, how I react to a situation, like how I feel. And if I feel shitty, it's because I'm letting myself feel shitty. If I feel, oh, the markets are terrible and it's just everything is fucked, well, that's my fault for not looking for opportunities. That's just the reality, right? So everybody watching this, look for opportunities. Focus on the good. There's always good. Or you can focus on the bad. You can also focus on the negative. It's up to you. But everything exists at the same time. Good exists, bad exists every day of our lives. It's up to us. What do we focus on? So that's the best advice I can give you in crypto and in life. Focus on the good. Look for opportunities, right? You can either be the person who, helps create the problems, or be the person who helps solve the problems, right? This is the other thing. So try to be the person who helps solve problems. Try to be the person who looks for the opportunities. Try to be the person who is positive in life, sees the silver line. Like, hey, yeah, the markets are completely shit, but hey, this is a buying opportunity. I can get in and I can make some, these are going to rebound. I can make some great money. That's up to you, right? So anyways, everybody, I do appreciate you guys sticking around with me. This has been 41 minutes. I was only planning on coming on here for like 20 minutes, and I was just rambling away, talking like a crazy person. So I really do appreciate it. Give me some likes, please. Follow me on X. Costs you nothing. No risk, all reward. We also have a free Telegram chat. Links are in the description. All right. Check them out. We'd love to have you over there, be a part of our community. And like I said, you can also join our Patreon. I pinned it here in the chat, top up here. You can also find it on my channel and the YouTube and all that other stuff on X. You can find it. We'd love to have you over there on the Patreon. We do buy alerts, hopefully once a month. Markets pending, seeing what's happening, but we look for those opportunities. So, and if you want to be a person who's looking for opportunities, we'd love to have you in our community. So everybody have a great day. Don't forget to smile, and thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, thumbs up, likes, please. Really helps. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great day. Pick up some BNBPEPE, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see you on the moon. Take care, everybody.